Welcome back to our conversational tree class. We are continuing to learn to talk about ourselves using dialogues and monologues. And for today's lesson, this is a dialogue between Kofi and Kwame. So Kofi starts, Onia, mechiawu. Onia, mechiawu. We said Nia is a brother or a sister, so a sibling, right? So when you refer to someone as Onia, you are calling a person brother or sister, all right? Mechiawu, we said the verb chia means to greet. So when you say mechiawu, you are saying I greet you, right? So this is one of the most common greetings that we have. We say mechiawu, and a typical response to mechiawu is mejewoso. Mejewoso, and that is exactly what Kwame uses here. So Kwame responds to Kofi with mejewusu minia. Mejewusu minia. So I respond to you. Minia, we said nia is a sibling, right? A brother or a sister. So in this case, since Kofi is male, this will be a brother, right? So minia, my brother. And then Kofi goes on. Kofi asks, what to say? To say, and we said this is how you ask how someone is doing. So when you ask to say, you are asking how are you, all right? To say, and a typical response to to say is mehoye. Mehoye, and again that is exactly what Kwame uses here. So Kwame says mehoye na wonsue. Mehoye na wonsue. And we said this na wonsue is what you use to ask the same question that someone posed at you back at the person. So if someone asks you a question, after responding to the person, if you want to ask the same question back at the person, you don't have to repeat the question. You can simply ask na wonsue, and this means and how about you? Okay, na wonsue. Instead of this, you can also ask wonsue, and that would be how about you? Okay, so instead of and how about you, you would have how about you. In fact, instead of wonsue, you can ask where, just where, and that will be you, as in how about you? Okay, and Kofi responds to that with eradiadom menso mehoye. Eradiadom menso mehoye. So we have erade, which again is one of the names that we use to refer to God. We've said that there are so many names that people choose to refer to God by, and Erade is one of them. We've had Nyankopon or Onyankopon, right? So we have Nyankopon, God. We have Nyame, which some people use to refer to God. We have Erade. We have Yehovah. We have Obadie, right? Obadie is the creator. We have Ochediampon, we have Ototrubunsu. There are so many names that people refer to God by. So we have Erade as one of them. Adom means grace. So when you say Erade Adom, you are saying God's grace. So by God's grace, right? And then he says, Menso mehoye. Menso mehoye. So we have me, which is I. Nso is also. Mehoye, we said, is I am well, right? So we have menso mehoye. I am well. Literally. But this is you just saying, I am also well. And Kwame responds to that with, Yede radiase. Yeda erade ase. So we have a phrasal verb here, da ase, which means to thank. This is why you say meda ase as thanks, right? It's from meda wo ase. I thank you. So the da ase is the phrasal verb here, to thank. So whomever you are thanking comes between the words of the phrasal verb. So in this case, it's Erade, which is God, right? So yede Erade ase, we thank God. Now Kofi comes in and says, Mepachel within the same. Mepachel within the say. We said mepachel means please, right? Mepachel, politeness, key. Within the saying, and we learned that this is how you ask for someone's name. So when you ask within the saying, you are asking, what is your name? So if you meet up with someone and you want to know the person's name, you can ask within the saying, what is your name? And a typical response to within the same will start with Midin de, right? Midin de. My name is, and then you add your name to that. So here Kwame says, Midin de Kwame Fusu. Midin de Kwame Fusu. So we have the Midin de here. So whatever your name is, you replace Kwame Fusu here with that, and you have it. So if your name is Yabuache, you say Midin de Yabuache. And then he asks, Nawwe. Nawwe, we said if someone asks you a question and then after answering the person, you want to ask the same question back at the person, you don't have to repeat the question. You can just ask, Nawwe and you, or Nawunswe and how about you? All right. So here Kwame is asking Nawwe, so meaning he's also asking for Kofi's name. So instead of asking Kofi, Wonsudi the same, for example, what is your name also? He simply goes with Nawwe and how about you? And that is understood to be what is your name also, all right? So to that, Kofi responds with Yefremi Kofi Usu. Yefremi Kofi Usu. The verb fre means to call. So when you say Yefremi, you are saying I'm called, right? So they call me, in this case, Kofi Usu. And then he goes on. He says, Na ufrihe. Na ufrihe. We said the verb free means to be from or to come from. And then we have the question word he, from, a he, which is where. So na ufrihe, and where are you from? And you are from where? Literally, okay? So now free, and where are you from? So now that I know your name, I'm asking, and where are you from? And then to that, Kwame responds with, me free, kwadaso. Me free, kwadaso. So we said this is how you tell where you are from. You just bring me free, and then you add the name of the place that you are from. So this can be the name of the country that you're from, the name of the town that you're from, anywhere that you're from, you just replace this Kwadaso with that and you have it. Kwadaso, by the way, is a town in Kumasi. So if you're from London, you say me free London, all right? If you are from America, you say me free America. If you are from Kumasi, you say me free Kumasi. So again, wherever it is that you're from, just replace Kwadaso here with that, and that's it. And then Kwame asks, Wonso ufrihe? Wonso ufrihe? So, wo you, and so also, wo you, free, to be from or to come from, he, where, all right? So, you also, you are from where? Where are you also from, all right? Wonso ufrihe? And then to that, Kofi responds with me free ahojo. Me free ahojo. Again, we said this is how you tell where you are from. So me free, and then you add the name of the town or the country or the city or any place at all that you are from. You replace ahojo here with that. What's a he? What's a he? We said the verb te here means to live in or to live at, right? So we have he here again from a he, which is where. So what's a he means where do you live? You live where, literally, right? So if you want to ask someone where he or she lives, you ask what's a he? But if you want to ask the person where he or she is from, then you ask ufrihe, right? Like this one, ufrihe, where are you from? So what's a he? And then to that, Kwame responds with mete tafo. Mete tafo. So this is how you tell where you live, right? So mete, and then you add the name of the town where you live or the place where you live. It can be the name of a city, a town, even an address. So you can say mete, Fifth Avenue, for example. Now where? Right? Now where? So instead of asking the same question here back at Kofi, he's using now where and you, right? Now where and you. And then to that, Kofi responds with mete, amekom. Mete, amekom. So again, wherever it is that you live, you can replace amekom here with that, and that's it.